Australia is often imagined as a land of wide deserts, dangerous wildlife, and endless beaches. While those images hold some truth, they barely scratch the surface of what this country truly offers. Australia is one of the most geographically diverse places on Earth, shaped by ancient geology, the world's oldest living cultures, and ecosystems found nowhere else. From surreal coastlines to landscapes that feel almost otherworldly, many parts of Australia look so extraordinary they seem unreal. In this documentary-style countdown, we explore 10 of the most unbelievable places in Australia, destinations that challenge perception and reveal the country's remarkable natural and cultural depth. Number 10. Blue Mountains. West of Sydney, the Blue Mountains stretch across wide ridges, deep valleys, and tall cliffs covered in forest. A soft blue haze often floats over the landscape, giving the region its name. This blue color comes from eucalyptus trees. They release natural oil into the air, which mixes with sunlight and dust, creating the misty effect seen from a distance. Over millions of years, rivers slowly cut through the sandstone, shaping the valleys and steep escarpments seen today. The area has long been important to Aboriginal communities, who used the land for travel, food, and cultural practices. Ancient pathways still follow the natural shape of the mountains, later becoming routes for early settlers. With its layered views, changing light, and deep sense of history, the Blue Mountains feel calm and timeless, a place where nature and human life have always moved together. Number 9. Pornululu National Park, the Bungle Bungles. In the Kimberley region, the Bungle Bungle Range rises as giant, striped domes that look like enormous beehives spread across the land. These unusual shapes were formed over 350 million years. Rain and wind slowly wore away the rock, revealing layers of sandstone and dark bands caused by tiny living organisms called cyanobacteria. Between the domes are hidden gorges and cool, shaded valleys. For Indigenous people, this land is sacred and full of cultural stories that have been passed down for thousands of years. With its strange shapes and dramatic colors, the Bungle Bungles look almost unreal, yet they feel perfectly in place, a reminder of how nature can create the extraordinary right on Earth. Number 8. Wineglass Bay. On Tasmania's east coast, Wineglass Bay forms a nearly perfect curve of white sand, surrounded by steep granite hills and clear blue water. This stunning shape was created over millions of years by moving land, glaciers, and the constant shaping of wind and tides. People arrived here only later, leaving the area largely untouched. From high viewpoints, the bay looks almost like it was made by hand, perfectly clean and peaceful. Beneath the water, fish, seals, and other wildlife thrive in the cold, clear environment. Wineglass Bay is a rare place where natural beauty feels almost perfect, a quiet harmony of land, water, and life. Number 7. Karijini National Park. Inland from Australia's coast, Karijini National Park hides a world of deep gorges and canyons carved from ancient, red, iron-rich rock. From above, the landscape looks dry and harsh, but down in the valleys, you'll find cool, shadowed canyons and clear rock pools. The rocks here are over 2 billion years old, some of the oldest exposed on Earth. Over time, water slowly carved vertical walls and narrow passages, creating the dramatic gorges we see today. Ferns and small plants cling to the rock walls, and sunlight streams in through the gaps, lighting the pools below. Karijini is a place where beauty and life exist quietly, shaped over an almost unimaginable stretch of time. Number 6. The 12 Apostles. Along the wild coast of the Great Ocean Road, tall limestone stacks rise from the Southern Ocean, standing just off the shore like silent guardians. These formations were once part of a long cliff line, Over thousands of years, wind, rain, and waves slowly wore the cliffs away, leaving behind isolated pillars of stone. Each stack has its own shape and story. Some have already collapsed into the sea, and their absence is as noticeable as the ones that remain. The 12 Apostles are a powerful reminder that nature is always changing, and that the beauty we see is shaped by time itself. Number 5. Horizontal falls. In the remote Kimberley region, the ocean behaves in a way you won't see anywhere else. Between narrow sandstone gorges, huge tidal waves push water sideways, creating the amazing illusion of waterfalls flowing horizontally. These gorges were formed over hundreds of millions of years, long before tides gave them this unusual movement. Indigenous people have long known about the power of these waters, guiding their communities safely around them. The cliffs rise sharply, showing layers of rock that tell the story of Earth's ancient past. Water surges through the gaps with unstoppable rhythm, moving with force and precision. The horizontal falls are a rare natural wonder, showing how even the ocean follows the shape and power of the land. Number 4. The Pinnacles Desert. Emerging from golden sand within Nambung National Park, thousands of limestone spires rise in silent formation. Some are sharp and narrow, others broad and weathered. These formations began as seashell deposits millions of years ago, shaped slowly by wind, water, and shifting climate. Over time, the land lifted, and the ocean receded. There is no clear pattern to the pillars. They appear scattered, almost intentional, like a forgotten city reclaimed by sand. Here, time feels exposed. The pinnacles stand as architecture built not by design, but by patience. Number 3. Lake Hillier. On Middle Island, surrounded by forest and ocean, Lake Hillier looks bright pink, almost too strange to be real. Its color is vivid, consistent, and completely natural. The lake formed thousands of years ago, separated from the ocean by a thin strip of land. The pink color comes from tiny microorganisms and salt-loving algae that live in the water. The shoreline is sharp and clear, standing out against the deep blue sea just meters away. There is no gradual change, just a strong, striking contrast. Lake Hillier feels like a natural work of art, showing that nature can create amazing and unexpected wonders without explanation. Number 2. The Great Barrier Reef. Stretching along Australia's northeast coast, the Great Barrier Reef looks from above like a living mosaic, with turquoise, shallow waters blending into the deep blue ocean. It was built over hundreds of thousands of years by billions of tiny coral animals. It is the largest living structure on Earth. Long before maps were drawn, indigenous communities knew these waters and the life within them very well. Under the water, coral towers rise and fall, shaped by currents, temperature, and time. Colorful fish move through the reefs like clouds passing through the sky. The reef's beauty comes from its fragility. It is a huge system created by the smallest creatures, reminding us how important balance is in nature. Number 1. Uluru. Rising from the Red Desert, Uluru stands like a living presence, dominating the flat land of Central Australia. Its size can be hard to judge, changing with light, color, and distance. You never see it all at once. Uluru formed over 500 million years ago, long before the desert around it existed. For the Anangu people, it is a sacred place, full of law, stories, and memory, passed down through songlines rather than maps or roads. The rock's surface is covered with caves, ridges, and sacred markings, shaped by both nature and culture. Its colors shift from muted red to deep purple and blue as the sun moves across the sky. Uluru is not just something to look at, it is something to feel. It reminds us that some landscapes are living stories, still being told, rather than monuments to be conquered. Australia is a land where nature blurs the line between real and unreal. From pink lakes to towering rocks, each wonder shows the Earth's power and creativity. These places don't just take your breath away, they make you see the world in a new way. Australia's unbelievable landscapes stay with you long after you leave.